mean, look, I don't see where the VUCA is, where the volatility is, where the ambiguity is. Life has always been like it is today. There's nothing new under the sun that's happening today that didn't happen 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And when we take people's money, when we invest people's money, every day is the long term, right? I fail to understand these concepts. When we invest people's money, we try to make money for them over a week, a month, a year, a decade. Sometimes we succeed, sometimes we don't. Long term is the next 5 minutes, the next 5 days, the next 5 hours. If you're in intensive care and you're fighting for your life, the next 5 hours is long term. If you are sitting at home like I am and working peacefully, you could argue that the next 5 months is long term. So time shifts the perspective on time depending on where you are in the world and where you are in life. And I don't think it's particularly relevant to think about this for long term, short term business from perspective investing. Right? Just think about looking after your money, other people's money carefully, conservatively, minimize risk. Be aware that whether you're living in India or America, there are many different forces trying to take your wealth away from you. And look after your wealth, conserve it carefully. I think we first identified the underlying logic of why Asian Paints delivers 1800x in 35 years. We first figured out the logic 3 years ago, and for us it was an eye-opener. It changed the way we think about the world, and it stays, I think for me, the investment I've learned the most from, understanding how great companies compound thousands of times over the course of a couple of decades. And a more recent application of that framework was Divi's Lab, and we hit upon Divi's Lab a year ago. It wasn't the world's most popular stock. It had been through an FDA issue as well, and we managed to enter the stock at what now in retrospect looks like obscenely attractive levels. But we taught ourselves by then never to look at the share price of a company when you're buying a stock, and we just focused on the Asian Paint style barriers to entry in Divi's Lab, and it has so far worked out. And that was a big learning, that never look at the stock price when you're buying a stock. Focus on barriers to entry, focus on promoters' integrity, focus on the essentiality of demand. The stock price is irrelevant when you're making investments. So detractor in the sense, when we bought Divi's Lab, it wasn't a darling stock, right? So a lot of people have this perception that Marcellus buys popular stocks. When we bought Divi's Lab, it wasn't a popular stock. It now is, and we might buy another stock in the next few months, which isn't a popular stock. And I love it when we buy stocks, they become popular, and people characterize as a house which buys popular stock. Love it. I think we've been through several episodes like this in our careers, right? I lived through Lehman, we worked through Lehman. I was an 8-year-old boy when I saw the riots in Delhi after Indira Gandhi's assassination. So we've been through crisis situations before, and each crisis situation I think tells you the same thing. Just stay calm, stay focused on what you know best, look after the people around you, look after your loved ones, cherish what you have in life, and carry on working. No need to panic, no need to get hysterical. Just carry on, keep calm and carry on. If I went, I would probably be a lawyer or an author. I'm already an author part-time, but many of my ancestors are lawyers, so I probably would be a lawyer. I wasn't a fund manager, and I'd probably still be a part-time author alongside the law practice. So we already have those superpowers. People don't realize Marcellus staff are invisible when they want to be, and they're visible when they want to be. And we fly when we want, and we sit on a sofa in our living room when we want. So we already have the superpowers. It's just that we haven't told others about that.